Hello, and welcome to another small game set of Let's Plays. I'm going to do some of the games from the Indiepocalypse bundle for January 2023. That's number 36. And similarly to with what I did with the Dozine bundle from a previous set of videos, I'm going to go through some of the different games in this, and this comes with a zine that kind of goes through the bundle as a whole, talks about it and the individual games from the creators. You get some thoughts both before and as a kind of post-mortem in some cases too. So what we're going to do is read one of the zine pages and then hop into the game itself. So for this first one, we're going to be playing Ramiel. The first time I met Finn, he was made of static. A sort of thing born from suffering. I knew what I was, the ways we were not normal. He was forged in the fires of incredible dysphoria and pain. Now we don't know what we would do without him. He made himself known, a man, an angel, a wolf, wings ripped from body, halo shattered, cast to earth to live with us. He is no longer a thing of fear or of pain. Ramiel is about this. Ramiel is a true story. So is this. Angels walk among us. One day, we will all rend our wings. Sorry if I misspoke. And I also love Sin Fang. So, let's start the game. I guess since it's the first time, I'll briefly say this is how the bundle of games gets put together. You rotate through all these things. There's various games here. This one's actually by me, which is part of why I thought it would be fun to do these. It is fun to have them compiled like this, to have a little launcher for everything. Here is Ramiel. Ramiel is a short text-based game about realizing that thing you have been holding back is real, important, and vivid. It is a game about wings, bodies, and hope. More than anything, it is a true story. One that could be your true story. One day we will all find our wings, little angel. There are places in this world where the veil grows thin. We all know this to be true. They're tucked away in mountains, under bridges, deep within those misty and hidden places where the shadows twist and dissolve like the fog they call home. This isn't about them. This is a story about the people for whom the veil thins, struggles, even dissipates in their presence. This is a story about the people followed their whole lives by a creeping unreality, by visions of creatures formless and shifting. This could be a story about you. Wake up. Your eyes open. Suddenly you're awake. You sit up. Blink the sleep from your eyes, stretch your arms, shake out your wings. Wings? Oh, I love that flicker. You don't have wings. You don't have wings. Shaking your head as if to loosen some invisible grip, you know deeply something is wrong. But only for a moment. You seem to have shaken those feelings back into the sleeping nowhere that birthed them. Get out of bed. You stand up, off balance. Your body is too light. Your center of gravity has changed. Examining yourself in the mirror, you see the same body you've always had. Flat chest, lithe, like a swimmer. You're short, chubby, with delicate shoulders. Short, blonde hair, almost glowing golden in the morning sun. Brown hair cascades around your shoulders. You've been growing it out for so long. A memory arrives, informing you that you're proud of your hair. You're proud of your hair, you guess, grasping at the memory. Wings. There's no wings. You don't have wings. You've never fucking had wings. You get dressed. Your hoodies fit better in the back than they should. They fit the same way they always have. You wake up. You're looking in the mirror. You're in your body. You can see past reality just for a moment. You can see your body this time, not the one you've been looking at since whenever you got here. This isn't your life at all, is it? Blonde hair, flat chest, wings. Fucking wings. You outstretch your wings, carefully, gingerly. You don't have wings. You've never had wings. You blink yourself back to consciousness, shake the dust out of your head, and see yourself. Brown hair, short, round face, blue eyes, brown eyes. You should probably get ready for your date. You slept in late. They seemed sweet enough on Lex. It was probably new to you being on a queer dating app. You're queer, right? You only second guess yourself. You don't quite feel real about these things, whatever that means. But they assured you you were plenty queer. He's funny, he's clever, and you had found his Twitter profile. He's fucking cute. You agreed to meet at Grounds for Thought at 1, a 15-minute walk from you. So you should have time to freshen up. It's like 11? It's 12:50. Suddenly you're wearing a different outfit. Black shorts, black sweatshirt, black Converse. You're late. You run out the door and fly down the stairs as quickly as you can without knocking over Mrs. Ruth on the way. Fuck. I love that it just keeps vibrating. You slam into someone just coming out of their apartment as you nearly jump onto the landing. The two of you left splayed on the ground. Limbs, feathers. Okay, this is interesting. I'm gonna click here and I think we can continue reading, but let's see. Limbs, feathers, bags. Personal things thrown wildly across the dirty, rubbed down carpet of your apartment building. Fuck, Christ, I'm sorry. You stammer out, looking all around and picking up pens, an inhaler, a wallet, before looking up to catch the eyes of the boy you just... You blink. You blink again. Blue eyes meet brown. You recognize that crooked grin. You just sent your date flying. His eyes flicker behind you for just for a moment. He's looking at your wings. Mrs. Ruth, the retired nurse turned artist who helped you adjust when you first moved in. She fusses over the two of you for a moment, elegant as she has ever been. Red curls, a jeweled brooch, the effortless breeziness of someone who had been an artist her entire life before excusing herself back into her own unit. You're sure she has something in the oven. Somehow back on his feet before you notice, the boy offers you a hand. I don't think I caught your name, he says sheepishly, obviously still flustered from the collision. Oh, I'm... Huh. Like, oops. I'll put it... Oh, that's good. I was mistyping, but it's forcing a name no matter what I put in here. That's good. I like that. Hannah. You stumble over your words. Iridescence tugs at the corners of your vision, fluttering around you like cherry blossoms in a wind you can't quite feel. That was the wrong answer. Oh, these are separate. Ooh. That was the weirdest way you've ever told someone your name. Something's wrong. You're fine. Just the early warning signs of an ocular migraine. You'll make sure to drink water and eat enough when you get to grounds. Grounds. You have to explain to this boy you just elbow dropped from the top ropes that you're his date. So, you start blushing and realizing that you're still holding his hand. I'm my date. I might have checked your Twitter when you liked one of my selfies stalking mine. He laughs a little, kindness and good humor in his voice. You appreciate it, but you're still a little shaken. You've never held a boy's hand like that before. Taking hold of the silence, he squeezes your hand gently. We're going to the same place, aren't we? The walk is easy. 15 minutes passes by like nothing with him. You knew he was cute, but he has the gall to be cool too. He's wearing the shirt for some band you've never heard of underneath a jean vest with pins, patches, and slits in the back that you wish your hoodies had. Don't quite understand, but they look fucking cool. You can't help but notice the way he carries himself, making sure he has space on either side. He turns sideways like he's squeezing through gaps that he could fit through just fine. Your eyes, though, keep wandering towards his wings, the patches on his jacket. He's looking at yours too. Your wings. Coat, that is. Anyways, he comes back to your little corner table with 2 extravagant-looking mochas in clear glass mugs, carefully sitting down as not to spill a drop. He keeps looking at your wings. He can see them. He can't. There's no way. You were just a kid. You were making believe. He wasn't real. The angel was just an imaginary friend. You're 10 years old. Your parents are... They're fine. You're fine. He promised you'd be okay. You're okay. You're safe. The angel promised you. He told you he'd be your friend and you'd be okay. You're okay. You're a teenager. You're tired. You keep seeing the angel. You see him, worried about you, in the back of class. He asks you not to do certain things that some teenagers do. Sometimes you listen, sometimes you don't. You're so tired. You're so tired. One day, the angel sits down next to you on your bed. He smiles at you gently, golden hair framing his perfect face. He makes you an offer. He can help you take some of that weight away. You'd do anything. You trust him. Of course you say yes. She's a teenager. She's tired. You keep watch over her. You see her glancing towards you sometimes, in the back of class. You ask her not to do certain things that some teenagers do. Sometimes she listens, sometimes she doesn't. She's so tired. She's so tired. One day you sit down next to her on her bed. You smile at her gently, long brown hair framing her perfect face. You make her an offer. You can help her take some of that weight away. She'd do anything. She trusts you. Of course she said yes. She needs help. That's why you exist. So, you pick up the burden. You attend some classes for her. It feels weird, sure, being in a body that wasn't anything like yours, but you're sure those feelings are going to pass. She needs a lot of help. You give it to her. You're in college. She needs a lot of help. So you just keep helping. You spend so much time being her that you aren't ever really you anymore. You don't know where she is. You don't know where she went. You figure that you just had a mental break in high school from the stress. You're not an angel. Your body shows evidence enough. Your center of balance is wrong. You should be more top-heavy. You're doing a really good job at lying to yourself. Your body is wrong. Every day you wake up in someone else's body. Someone else who might not even exist. You have gender dysphoria, you eventually find out. It makes sense, mostly. Your body feels alien. You hate seeing yourself in mirrors. You only really wear jeans and hoodies. Something's not quite right. You tried on a friend's binder before. You looked at yourself with your hair short. You still don't feel at home. You never had wings. Clink. You're pulled back to reality by the sound of Rami putting the mugs on the table. You're in grounds for thought on a date. He's leaned back against the overstuffed coffee shop couch, wings splayed out, put through the slits in the back of his jacket. They're tawny, a soft, gentle smattering of cream and brown, a kind-looking pattern for a kind boy. You stand up, stretch out your wings. Ooh, that was really good. And decide to join him on the sofa. He plants a kiss on your cheek. Sorry, Michael, was that too forward? You shake your head, fog giving way to sunlight. No, Can I ask you something weird? Yeah, he says, with that crooked grin warming your heart. I love weird boys. Ramiel, a game by Fang and Stargirl. Thank you so much for playing our first ever game. You can find us on Twitter at nonblnary, if I'm reading that correct, and Love Stargirl. That's LUV and then girl without an I. We'd love to hear what you have to say about the experience. You can find us in real life if you look hard enough. 2A. I know you'll find your wings. We both will. This is really good. This is actually funny because I feel like there's even parallels to the game I made for this. To do with using text and the interactive clicking of text to narratively fill out other voices that contradict the narrator. I liked a lot the effects done in this. There's one thing I like a lot in these kinds of things, these kinds of like experiments with narrative stuff like this, is the ways in which it can be, you can pick up on the themes of what is happening, but it takes a while to start to understand the mechanics of what is literally happening with what you're interacting with. The ways in which the blue starts to get erased. Well, the blue is being erased the whole time. The truth of the situation getting replaced with, actually no, this is the reality being asserted upon you. That's a really good effect, and it does a good job at being unsettling as the narrative insists itself back upon you despite trying to click on these things as you go. Plus, I love the visual effects being used. This is really good stuff. I always like these kinds of things. The blurring to switch back to memories. I am curious what engine this was made in. This might be Nanny Novel or something. I'm curious about that, but that's more to do with me messing around with stuff I make. Not that important to this Let's Play. This was a lot of fun. So again, this was Ramiel, a game by Fang and Stargirl, part of the Indiepocalypse bundle for January 2023. So this 9 other games are in that bundle, and I intend to do at least a couple more. I'll see how many of the 10 I get to. But go check it out. These are pretty cool. These Indiepocalypse bundles come out every month too, so it's always worth checking in on these. It's a lot of fun to see the different experiments and games and all sorts of different directions people have done stuff in. That's all for this one though. Thank you all for watching, and see you next time.